So this is how to make a pizza part 2. Once your dough has risen for an hour or two, it's gonna double or maybe even triple its size. So I cut it in half, right in the middle. Alright, so once I cut it in the middle, I put flour on the counter. That way it doesn't stick to the counter, and I put flour on top of the dough. So what I do is I just roll it. You don't want to use too much pressure and put the dough just on one side. So you want to roll it back and forth, and you want to make a full circle if it's possible. Now, you don't want to start here in the middle and roll down, because then it's going to be uneven. So you want to start from one side and work yourself all to the other side. Start from one end, go to the other.
Go.
All right, so after you roll out your dough and make a semicircle, what I did was I got a knife and I just cut around the edges and got all this extra dough out. And I tried to make a perfect circle. So once you make your circle, you put flour on top of the pan. Once you put flour on top of the pan, you get the circle of pizza dough and you put it on top of the pan with the flour on it. Now after this, I'm gonna use this and roll it on top to get all these air bubbles out. If you do not do this, once your pizza starts baking, your pizza is gonna come out with lumps and bumps and stuff like that. That's all the air bubbles inside the dough. So what I do is just roll it back and forth, and you can actually hear the air bubbles coming out. All right, so once I get all the air bubbles out, like I said, I use this meat beater. Just back and forth motion. Got the air bubbles out. Pour some tomato sauce. I didn't make my own, so I buy this one. It's a Hans tomato sauce. It has basil, garlic, and oregano. I'm gonna pour maybe half of it on top. If you need more, use more. But all I'm gonna do is do circular motion, starting from the center and spreading it out to the outside.
Go.
Alright, so once you get your tomato sauce, like I said, put it all around. I like to do pepperoni. Again, start from the middle. Just put it one by one. You can also put the cheese on top first. It's on your preference. It's still gonna get cooked though. This is already pre-cooked bacon, so I don't have nothing to worry about being cooked or having any bacteria. In a bag of pepperoni. I'm sorry, I said bacon, pepperoni. I will put bacon though too, just so you know. These two are two different types of pepperoni. The first one, the darker one, is turkey, and this is pork. The second one I'm using, the lighter one. So I just put it all around. And like I said, you could put cheese first and then the pepperoni. But like I said, it's all on your preference what you want. You can put less pepperoni or more or none at all. This is where you add all your ingredients right here. All right, now it's the cheese. Again, pour it from the center and work yourself out. I got the cheese. Make sure it's everywhere if you want. Now right here, I got mushrooms. I got green bell peppers, orange bell peppers, red bell pepper, and orange bell peppers. And for me, make it special for me, yellow peppers. I think they're spicy. I haven't tried them yet. So the reason I want to put this on top is all these peppers, vegetables, have a lot of water in it. So if you put the bell peppers all the way in the bottom, all that moisture is going to come out and it's going to get on the dough. And when you eat it, it's going to be doughy. It's not going to be crunchy like I want it. So the reason I'm doing the vegetables on top is all that water is just going to be on top. But it's not going to be like cups of water. It's just going to be a little moist. So it's going to be moist on top. Same with the cheese. It's going to be stretchy. And on the bottom, it's going to be crunchy. Alright, so right here, after I put the tomato sauce, I put the pepperoni, put the cheese, I put all the bell peppers. It looks very colorful and delicious already. I put mushrooms for my wife, just 1 quart of it, and I put the yellow peppers, the spicy ones, on 1/4, and this is gonna be for my kids. Now remember, you can make any kind of recipe you want. I got another piece of dough right here that will make another piece of pizza with just one piece of dough. Like I said, I cut it in half. So after we're done with this, as this is cooking or baking, I'll start making the next pizza. Now, 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Remember, 400 degrees Fahrenheit is gonna be 15 to 20 minutes. If you don't know when it's cooked, just look at the crust. It's gonna have to be brownish or golden brown. Don't let it get burned either. Another way you know if it's done is cheese is gonna be start getting bubbly. It's gonna have like brown spots in town. Start gonna get bubbly. But it's on you. I'd like to have it at 15 minutes. I'll double check it. If I'm not satisfied with it, I'll leave it there another minute or two. Alright, so it's been 15 minutes. I use this. Don't get burned. You know, safety. Don't grab with this towel. This is just for decoration here. Use this. You will get burned. 15 minutes already. Pizza looks good. It looks crunchy. Looking from the bottom, looks crunchy too. Just the way I wanted it. Now the last thing I'm gonna do is I got sausage. I didn't have Italian sausage that are balls, but I did get the breakfast sausages. Cook some breakfast sausages, and I'm gonna put it on top. Same with the bacon. The reason I don't want to put that on there as it's bacon is, first of all, you need to cook this. It will get semi-cooked while it's at 400 degrees, but it will not get fully cooked. A lot of this meat does have bacteria, and you want to cook it at the right temperature. So, and another reason is this stuff is greasy as hell. So, if I put it on there when it's already cooked, all that grease is still gonna come out as it's bacon. So, I'll add this last. That's it. So now I'm cutting. Be careful because this pizza cutter is sharp. Just be careful. I got 4/4, so I'm just gonna cut it more just so we could keep enjoying it and just instead of just eating it all at once. If you got any questions, ask me, comment below, and that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.